With the 101st running of the greatest spectacle in racing only 2 weeks away, let's take a look at the 33 cars, drivers, and teams that have taken up the challenge of the 500 miles. This year's field has 7 former winners and drivers representing 11 countries across the world. This is the Bandwagoner's Guide to the 101st Indianapolis 500-mile race. Simon Pagenaud is the reigning IndyCar champion, but he did so without having won a single oval track race. That all changed in April when Pagenaud broke through and took his first oval track win at the difficult Phoenix International Raceway. Should Pagenaud win, he would become the first Frenchman to win the Indianapolis 500 since Gaston Chevrolet drove his Frontenac into Victory Circle in 1920. Joseph Newgarden is Roger Penske's latest hire. This young American already has a win under his belt this season at the Barber Motorsports Park and looks to improve on his third-place finish of last year. HELIO Castroneves is the only active driver with 3 Indianapolis 500 wins. But if you believe in a numbers game, HELIO will not take his 4th Indianapolis win this year, as HELIO's career has mirrored one of Indy's 4-time champions, Al Unser Sr., with each driver taking their first, second, and third wins in the same time span. So if HELIO is on Al Unser Sr.'s career path, in 2018, he'll take his 4th win. 25-year-old Conor Daly drives for another 4-time winner, AJ Foyt. Daly is looking to become the first Indiana-born driver to win the Indianapolis 500 since 1937. Canadian driver James Hinchcliffe capped off a remarkable comeback story last year when he qualified on the pole position. However, victory at Indianapolis has eluded him. A versatile man of many talents, Hinchcliffe finished second in the reality TV show Dancing with the Stars. Hinchcliffe's teammate Mihail Aloshin is absolutely fearless when it comes to the oval tracks. A spectacular driver in qualifying, Aloshin nearly won the 500-mile IndyCar race at Pocono last year. The Mad Russian is always one to watch. Max Chilton will be in his 2nd Indianapolis 500. The former Formula One driver got his feet wet on the ovals last year and crashed hard in practice. If Chilton can find the confidence, the Honda car provided by Ganassi Racing can take him to the front. The 2008 Indianapolis 500 champion, New Zealander Scott Dixon, has a great shot at taking his 2nd Indianapolis 500. As his team, Ganassi Racing, switches to the Honda Power Plant and Aero Kit, which was so dominant in last year's Indianapolis 500. If the Honda is as potent as it was last year, Dixon should be the pre-race favorite. The winner of the fastest 500 in history, Brazilian Tony Kanaan, has also oozed confidence in Ganassi's brand new Honda power plants at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Spencer Pigot leads the charge for brand new team Juncos Racing, which is moving up from the Indy Lights division of IndyCar Racing. Pigot's day job is driving the Ed Carpenter Racing number 20 on the road courses. He won the 2015 Indy Lights Championship driving for Juncos and is looking to rekindle some of that success in this year's race. Australian Will Power nearly won this race in 2015. He scored a victory in this month's IndyCar Grand Prix on the Indianapolis road course and is looking to become the first driver to win both the Grand Prix of Indianapolis and the Indianapolis 500. Colombian Carlos Munoz has twice finished second here. Munoz is looking to turn around the heartbreak and bring his team AJ Foyt Racing back to Victory Circle for the first time since 1999 when Kenny Breck took the victory for AJ. Graham Rahal is one of the bravest and most aggressive oval track drivers in the series, as evidenced by his dramatic win over James Hinchcliffe at last year's race at Texas Motor Speedway, one of the closest finishes in IndyCar racing history. Spaniard Oriol Servia returns to Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing for the first time since 2015. The best way to describe Servia's talent? Sneaky fast. Colombian Sebastian Saavedra will be making his first IndyCar start since 2015 in a second car out of the Juncos Racing stable. Sébastien Bourdais is one of the winningest active IndyCar drivers today, but none of those wins have come on an oval longer than 2 miles. Ed Jones is the reigning Indy Lights Series champion and is looking to become the first driver from the United Arab Emirates to start the Indianapolis 500. Ed Carpenter grew up in the shadow of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and is looking to become the first owner driver to win the Indianapolis 500 since Eddie Cheever did it in 1998. J.R. Hildebrand was 1 corner away from winning this race in 2011. Driving once again for Ed Carpenter Racing, Hildebrand once again has a great chance to put that one mistake behind him. He finished 3rd at the Phoenix Oval race earlier this season. Expect him to be fast here too. 2-time winner Juan Pablo Montoya is making his 2nd start of the IndyCar Series, once again in a 5th Team Penske entry. Indianapolis has a history of rewarding one-off teams and drivers. Don't be surprised to see Juan Pablo Montoya take his 3rd Indianapolis win. Sage Karam is back for his 4th Indianapolis 500 in his now traditional seat at Dreyer and Reinbold Racing. If Karam can string together 500 clean miles, he'll be at the front near the end. Takuma Sato is a driver to watch this year. The Andretti Hondas are potentially the strongest cars, and Sato nearly won this race in 2012. The question is asked and answered with a negative every year it seems. Can the Andretti curse at Indianapolis be broken? Surely, with all the bad luck Marco Andretti has had this season, something has to go right sometime. Why not at Indianapolis? If not for a pit lane mishap last year, we would likely be describing Ryan Hunter-Reay as the defending Indianapolis 500 champion. But RHR's win total remains at 1. With the powerhouse Andretti Honda team, Hunter-Reay can likely turn that 1 into a 2. The man who has stolen all of the pre-race headlines, active Formula One driver for McLaren Honda, Fernando Alonso. The 2-time world champion and numerous Grand Prix winner is here for one reason. In his words, to become the greatest race car driver in the world. He's got a great shot in the Papaya Orange Andretti Autosport Honda. Zach Veach is a veteran of the Indy Lights Series and is making his first Indianapolis 500 attempt for the legendary AJ Foyt racing team. 1996 Indianapolis 500 champion Buddy Lazier once again returns with his own car. Throughout his career, Lazier has had the opportunity to race the legends of the sport, AJ, Mario, Rick Mears. Lazier is the oldest driver in the field. His car number reflects his age, 49. Jack Harvey is making his Indianapolis 500 debut with sports car team Michael Shank Racing behind him. Harvey won the 2015 Indy Lights race at Indianapolis. And with the car coming out of the Andretti Autosport stable, you know it's fast. Pippa Mann has been racing at Indianapolis since 2011. She continues her long-standing and successful partnership with the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. Jay Howard hasn't raced an IndyCar since October of 2011. His persistence has paid off though, landing a great ride with Sam Schmidt Motorsports and NASCAR legend Tony Stewart. Charlie Kimball is a driver who has a very real shot of ending up in victory lane. While he might not be picked by many of the experts, Kimball has a great finishing record at Indianapolis. He's driving one of the strongest cars from one of the strongest teams, and those are usually pretty good signs of future success. Gabby Chavez is driving for the brand new and very well-funded Harding Racing team. Chavez is fast at Indianapolis, and with some big money behind him, he could surprise.
Go Dale!
We finish up our look at the drivers of the 2017 Indianapolis 500 by looking at the defending champion of this event, Alexander Rossi. In the 100-year history of the Indianapolis 500, perhaps no winner was more shocking than Rossi when he clutch and coasted his Napa Auto Parts Honda across the line to take victory in the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. This year, Rossi returns, more experienced and more seasoned, looking to become the first driver since HELIO Castroneves to win back-to-back Indianapolis 500s in his first 2 attempts. So that was my look at the 101st Indianapolis 500. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Indianapolis 500 content. This has been David Land on YouTube, and we'll see you in the next video.
Hi, Cowcat! Why didn't we show up in this video?
Because, Bandwagon Kid, David wanted this video to be a little bit more professional than the usual Bandwagoner's guides to things.
Zutalo, I still do not understand this oval racing. Someone please explain it to me.
Alright, you guys want chaos, you've got it. Everyone in the comments type hashtag where's Kyle Cat. That'll be something that confuses the bandwagoners, while the people who know what's up will actually get a good laugh out of it. So thank you guys so much for watching the Bandwagoner's Guide to the Indy 500. We'll see you in the next video.